In today's video, we're going to see a new butcher fly.
Ma'am?
See,
Okay, my turn, right?
I believe so. Unless you want me to go today.
No, I can go. I'll try to be as efficient as possible. Okay, the winners of the day, NVIDIA, Tesla, AMD, Open, Vana, DraftKings, and Meta. A lot of hype in NVIDIA. There's gonna be earnings in 2 days, so it's just like a lot of hoo-hoo, ha-ha on this. Who knows if it's gonna go up the yin-yang, but yeah, people are watching this like a hawk. Beyond Meaty, 1170. Target, Fresh, Macy's, which will have earnings mañana. Nikkei, Taco, and Dash. Okay. So American Airlines had a uppity day, and most stocks did today. They also had some negotiations with their pilots, and they had increased their pay. But the candle itself wasn't super strong. It was more like in the middle, sort of, but it's still a little bit uppity here. It's starting, from my point of view, it's starting to kind of curve down, but this could be a determining factor area that it could also potentially start going up. We shall see. Time will tell. Summer's almost over, but we still have a few weeks of people traveling all around the world. Apple. Sana. Sorry, this thing is loading. The same thing like American Airlines. I think the market itself was green today. But it wasn't as strong, 175.40. We shall see if it continues upward trend or downward. Tomorrow will be another day for that. AMD bounced back up 2.63% of the day. All the chips did well today because NVIDIA was leading the charge. And as you can see from the minute chart here, it started up, chopped around, went down a little bit. If you just waited after 11:30 and bought it here, you could have just waited till the end of the day and beyond to sell it. Sony had I would say, a decent day as well. So you're gonna see that this candle is very similar all day today. Very decent. Again, if you got it at the beginning, sold it up here, you could also shorted it all the way down here and then picked it back up. Would have been a great trading for you. ASML also had a good, decent day because of the chips. AZO, really nothing much to tell, but it's just making a very support area around here. It did dip down, and now it's just making a little area here. Who knows what this will do, but it will most likely go up because there's no stopping this. Boeing, back to its level. It didn't go up. It didn't break it, but it almost did. We shall see what happens tomorrow, if it continues to go up or if it, stays around here like it likes to do. It was here for a long time. The bancos. So I see the bancos are still stepping down. It's in the area of a buying zone area / area of comfort here. So if you buy it here, I don't blame you, but I'm looking for this $28 price again and see. But if you're gonna buy any bank, we recommend EBC. BJ's, I think it has
Wait
has
until it hits 11:10
11:10. What?
ABC.
Yes, if it hits 10, we'll go over that in a second. BJ's, so this has earnings tomorrow. Um, this is a strong company around here in this area, so we shall see what happens. It had decent earnings. Well, it didn't have it, it hit it on the nose basically, but the revenue wasn't as great. So we shall see if it has a better earnings this time. Caro, still in this 220 to 30 area. It looks like it's going back up to that 240. I'm gonna see if it surpasses this 240 because it has hit it a lot of times. And if it surpasses it, the 250 area is what we had identified as a great potential area of shortness. So this 250 and above is what we're looking for. Chewy will skip, Costco will skip, CRM will skip, Savannah, we can skip it, Dashy, DraftKings had a good day today. Dickety Dick, so this is another one that's gonna have earnings mañana. I think it's gonna do well. I think it's gonna do well like it did last time. And I think it's gonna surpass this 150 area. So I'm gonna be in the lookout. You can put this on the notes. 150 and beyond. It almost hit it today. The high of the day was 149.73. I think it's gonna surpass this 150. Okay, Dollar Tree, we can skip. Here's the EBC. So as we have been saying with the banks, they're stepping down, down, down. Today was an interesting day because the mortgages had a really high rate today. The average mortgage 30 fixed rate was I believe the highest since 2000s. So the average rate I think was 7 point something. So that's not gonna go well for anybody buying a mortgage at the moment. Freshie Pet, I hope it continues this slide down, but it is very volatile and the spreads are really long, so I have to wait it out. But the trend does look on a weekly basis that is still kind of high up in the sky there. So we shall see how it reports in October 31st, Halloween. Google, creating an area of support here. Below the area, it's similar to Amazon. It's not really, hasn't really gone curving down yet, and it's not below the 50 period. So I think this could still turn around and hit up here because it's not following the Apple trend. Did I go over Apple? Yes, I did. I went over Manzana. Okay, EBC. Oh, and just a note on EBC. We're looking for it to hit this between $10.77 and $10. So once it starts hitting this $10 range, or I would say $10.50 or so, that's when you kind of want to start jumping on it and get a few shares to observe it because you want to get it at the low. And get lots of shares is a good potential stock for the Banco. Home Depot, we can forget about that. It didn't have a good day today. Intel got rid of it, so I don't really care anymore. Lucid, okay, this is what I wanted to look at. Tesla had a good day as well, so I want to see if this picks back up above 675 because I want to short it. Hint, hint. Let's see. Mickey D's will skip. We know where that's going. Macy's, August 2nd, 22nd. So this also has earnings. I like it below 15 and it's getting there. The low of the dia was 1470. I think it's going to still continue marching down to 14, but we shall see what the earnings say tomorrow because this could pick up like Target and go back up like crazy. So, but I do like it below $15, which is starting to get to. This was earnings before. It had gone down and then boom, earnings shot it back up a little bit. So it could go, you know, a little down and up. We'll skip McDonald's like we said, but let's just look at the graph real quick. It's starting to make the M, like McDonald's. I'm loving it. Hopefully this continues to go down. We really like this range over here, this area, 260. That would be ideal. 265, 260. But you know, obviously we should have gone in here at 232, but we didn't. I don't know if it'll get there, but if it does, it's definitely a good buy for McDonald's. A very good buy. This thing is very, very strong, though. Let's continue with the meta. Your favorito. So it's doing a little curve up, like a little jump up today, but this was everybody today. It's still a good short as you had identified yesterday. But if it does pick up a little bit, see if we can get it above 300. Softy also had a decent day, but it's still below the 50. And the trend here so far stepping down. So we'll continue and observe the tech talk stocks to see what they do. But it's looking like it's going down. Netflix, 406.43. The same pattern as for everybody else in the tech area. It just had a little bump up. Open also at 324, still below the 50 period. Nothing to write home about. If we want to short it, see if it has like a big pop up, at least minimum to $4. That's when we want to short it. Peloton, 706. Riviano. Like I said, all the EVs had a decent dia today. Sam, we can skip that. Square, Starbucks, we can skip it. Target, let's look at this. So, you know, it had a big jump up, a red day. Then it had two bouncy days, and now it's starting to go back down because people realized the revenue wasn't as great. But we shall see if it hits that 120. We shall see. Taco, 215.65. Now had also this didn't go like the market. It was very red compared to the market today. Negative 1.69%. So maybe some bad news on this, and it'll continue to go down. It broke the 50 period. So Uber, 44.59. It's still up there. It's slightly above the 50, in keeping in line with the tech trend, with the tech stock trend. Visa, we can skip. Wayfi, Wayfi. This has been doing well for me. Every day has been going kind of down. Today was kind of like an indecisive doji, but I hope the indecision is to decide to go down. So it didn't know what to do, but it's still, I'd rather it go down than up. Walgreens, we can skip. Walmart. So this had earnings. And it, of course, it'd be expectations. But the candle, even though it was green, you can see that it was, you know, down. It's slightly higher today. But I think this was due to the market, and you can see its indecision here. I think it's going to continue to go down. XOM, 108.60. Didn't have the greatest of day, but the candle itself looked like it was going up. And gas prices have increased in this the last couple of weeks. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, so Florida is the loser. Zoom, I think this has also earnings or had earnings. Let's look at this. Okay, so man, it went all the way down. And let's see, I thought it had earnings. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Campbell's, $1.80. But it kind of jumped back up in the post market. Let's see how it looks like. It's getting there, Leanna. It's getting there. Put this on watch. We really need to make sure that we get a bunch of this at the $41.40 price. It's a good one to buy because this is going
Repeat
to,
what you said, Elisa.
we have to watch it. Put it on the notes to watch,
We
but we
watch
should,
this every day, don't we?
yes, ma'am. We can't forget about this. We really have to
We
buy it.
every day we both go for Campbell's. We're not gonna forget about it.
Because we need to make our money back. We lost money on this. I mean, this was just like it was like the obvious gift horse, and I don't know why we didn't get it. Okay. You can just set it and forget it and get your money. I don't know what Delaware is here. Okay, that's Deere. Okay, Deere had earnings on Friday, I believe, and they beat expectations on both fronts. I don't know why this was so bad. Interessante. So I think it's going to continue to go down because there's no area of
It
support.
was going off in anticipation of earnings, and now the earnings has matched. If you scrunch it up, it's close to what? Probably at least a 52-week high. And usually it comes up in anticipation of earnings. Oh, so it was going up.
Yeah, it was going up, and then it started to turn a leaf in the last 4 days, and it just plummeted.
Yeah.
This would have been a great short. So if you would have gotten at the high and just waited a second, well, if you got it at the high, you would still been a winner because it started going down and then boom.
Most people would not have thought it was gonna go down though. Just based on the chart, you would think it would be going up.
And this trend is very bullish. But you were right, it hit the 52-week, the ultimate high here. Anybody would have gambled and say, hey, I want to short it. Even for a couple of days, you would have been a winner anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't have thought it would go down so quickly, but it's very shorting it for a little bit and then having it come back up.
This was very dramatic. I mean, and it's still, there's no area of support unless you consider this area, which is 379. So you still have like 20 pesos or $10. So if anybody wants to kind of do that, they can.
Yeah.
Sure.
That train has
but we missed the boat though. The boat was right here actually at the high.
Yes. That train has missed the state.
The sail has shipped. The ships has sailed. But this is something people should keep in mind of. Sometimes when they hit that 52-week high, you can take a little gamble. Coca-Cola, we can skip all of that. Let's do this one. We haven't looked into these, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't know if you want to look at a particular article that is not too long, something under 5 minutes. That's something
sure
that
you have something in mind.
I haven't looked at it because I was riding bicicleta.
I don't have anything in mind. How was the bicicleta?
Let's see. We can S&P snaps losing streak. That could be read if it's not too long.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna read this anyway.
No, I'm saying that could. I didn't say we have to.
We don't have to read an article every day.
No.
If we
but I'm saying if something catches your eye, we can.
Nothing has caught my eye because I'm not in the class.
Okay, let's see. All right, and that's basically, I cannot show you these.
What did it say about Americano?
Okay. Something that I have said. Okay. So did you want me to turn it on?
No, that's it just means this stock's gonna go down.
Yes. So basically here, what we're saying is, it's 2 minutes.
This stock will go down.
American Airlines stock jumps after pilot gets, so that's fake news, 46% pay boost.
Yes. And basically, this has been known for a while, so their stock has been tanking. And that explains everything.
Yes, ma'am. So
Yeah.
that's it.
More
Let's see. Anything else that catches your eye?
not none of this caca. Who cares about Tesla and all that stuff? Peloton is about to report earnings. One analyst is less bearish. Oh God, let's just hear this caca. And then that's it. Let's listen to this caca and then we're finito.
It's only 3 minutes.
Let's hear it.
Yes, ma'am.
Peloton is about to report earnings. One analyst is less bearish on the stock. By Angela Palumbo. August 21st, 2023, 12:12 p.m. Eastern Time. Peloton Interactive has not had an easy year, but one Evercore IC analyst thinks the struggles the at-home fitness company has faced are already priced into the stock. Peloton ticker PIN is scheduled to report fiscal fourth quarter earnings before the market opens on Wednesday. The stock's decline follows the recall of 2.2 million exercise bikes in May, Wall Street's concerns of the company's ability to reach long-term profitability, and an earnings miss. Evercore IC analyst Shweta Kajuria removed Peloton stock from a tactical underperform list. She wrote in the Sunday research report that since July 20th, Peloton stock has dropped almost 25% versus a 5.5% slip in the Nasdaq Composite. Despite the recent sharp drop, for the year to date the shares have slipped about 13%. She wrote that the consensus estimate for connected fitness subscribers for the quarter is beatable, and the estimate for interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization is achievable. Kajuria rates Peloton stock at in line, however, with a $10 price target, and sees reasons to remain on the sidelines. We believe there is downside risk to the Street's fiscal fourth quarter gross margin estimate of 42% due to the elevated cost related to bike recall. We also see modest downside risk to fiscal 2024 net adds against a tough macro environment, Kajuria wrote in a research note. Peloton stock is down 0.9% Monday to $6.95. Peloton saw its popularity soar when people were stuck at home due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In July 2020, 23 out of the 26 analysts surveyed by FactSet had buy ratings, 2 were at hold, and 1 had a sell rating. Sentiment has since shifted. As of Monday, 10 analysts have buy ratings, 13 are at hold, and 3 are at sell. Bank of America Securities analyst Justin Post is bullish on the stock with a buy rating and $13 price target. He wrote in an August 17th research note that monthly web traffic to Peloton's site over the last 12 months has been well ahead of its competitors. We expect Peloton to achieve FCF, free cash flow, break-even in fiscal 2024, which could help the stock warrant a higher valuation, Post wrote. Write to Angela Palumbo at angela.palumbo@dowjones.com.
Okay, so this tells you we have to wait till it hits 10 or 13 to short it.
Not 10 or 13.
Huh?
Not 10 or 13. 13.
10 or 13
Oh, where you get the 10 from?
with a $10 price target, but then somebody else said 13. So it could go up to 13, but as a start, we have to see if it gets to 10 first and breaks it and then get some more at 13.
The $12 mark, so that's good. Enough for me. That $12 price, that it's been getting to. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll start with see if it gets to 10 and take it from there.
Get there, probably it'll come up for the holidays and right after the holidays. That first by second quarter of 2024, we will have made our money back. It will have tanked.
Yes, ma'am. So this is something that we have to put in the notes to be on the lookout, and we'll put notifications. And that's it. That's all I got. Unless something else catches your eye.
I'm good.
Okay.
It's just a lot of caca stocks.
Ta-da-ta-da-ta-ta. It's this is the stock picks or stock stuff that we look at. Anyway, that's it. I hope you have a great evening.
Good talking
And
to you, Nora. Uh, I'll be in the oficina mañana, so have a good one.
good luck mañana.
Tú también.
Say good night to Mr. Perez, Master P in the hood. Represent.
I will. I think Master P's outside or something. He probably should have went to put the chickens away, but
Is
I'll
Miss Master P fishing fish?
mañana.
Ah, okay. I will talk to you mañana.
Yeah, they're gonna go to mañana. So
Peace out, my friend.
peace to the Middle East, homegirl.
That's right. Bye.